Have you ever wondered why your dog behaves strangely? Like suddenly growling at its reflection in the mirror, running around like it's possessed, or obsessively licking its paws? They're not crazy. Don't worry. In this video, I'm going to help you decode 10 behaviors that might seem confusing, but actually make a lot of sense when you look at them through the eyes of a dog. Especially behavior number 6 will shock you when you find out what's behind it. And if you've ever witnessed this, you'll definitely nod along when I talk about the first behavior. Before we start, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any interesting videos about dog behavior. Let's get started. One afternoon, like any other day, you've just finished cleaning the house, and when you turn around, you see your dog standing in front of the mirror, growling and barking as if someone is looking back at it. Sounds familiar, right? Actually, a lot of dogs, especially puppies, don't recognize their reflection in the mirror as themselves. To them, it's just a stranger with no scent, standing there, challenging them. According to a study by Barnard College, dogs don't use sight to recognize themselves, they use smell. And the reflection in the mirror, no matter how similar it looks, doesn't have any scent. So the dog gets confused, angry, and scared. Some dogs will circle around, jump up, bark loudly, or even try to attack. But when they don't sense a smell, their interest will fade. This phenomenon is called the familiarization process, and it plays a crucial role in their learning behavior. However, if they haven't seen the mirror for a long time, this behavior may return. Scientists call this spontaneous recovery, a temporary reaction to faded memories. And then they'll realize, it's just the mirror again. No harm done. But do you think this is the strangest behavior? If not, try to think about why dogs lick your face. Some might find it cute. Others might feel a little grossed out. But have you ever wondered, is licking your face love? Or are they just checking you out like a biological specimen? In the dog world, licking isn't just an expression of affection. It stems from an ancient behavior. Puppies lick their mother's face to stimulate her, to regurgitate food after a hunt. Sounds gross, right? But it's actually a survival instinct. And when your dog licks your face, they're not expecting you to regurgitate food. They're using that instinct to say, "You're my caregiver. I trust you." Additionally, licking helps dogs gather information. They can smell what you ate, where you've been, and who you've interacted with. Sometimes, just switching to a new shampoo is enough to make them want to investigate. This behavior is part bonding, part survival, and part pure curiosity. Do you see your dog lick your face often? Leave a comment and let me know. Do you think it's love, or is it more like professional investigation? And if you think licking is the only way they express their emotions when they see you, then pay attention the next time you open the door. You step through the door, and your dog immediately stretches, arching its back and legs. A gentle move, but it carries a lot of meaning. It's not just stretching muscles, but a ritualistic greeting. Dogs usually stretch when they see someone they care about. It's their way of preparing for a game, a walk, or simply a moment of joy with you. In dog body language, stretching is a whisper that says, "I'm ready for fun." This behavior is so subtle that many people miss it, but in reality, it's a sign of mild excitement and relaxation. Have you ever seen your dog stretch when meeting a stranger? Rarely. So, if it does this when it sees you, understand this. You are special to them. And sometimes, that excitement is so strong that it doesn't just end in a stretch. It turns into a wild chase around the house. Out of nowhere, your dog takes off like a rocket, running from one room to another, circling around the dining table, sliding across the floor, and then stopping to catch its breath. Congratulations! You've just witnessed a Zoomies moment, also known as full-on spontaneous energy bursts. Zoomies is when a dog suddenly explodes with energy, often after a bath, going to the bathroom, or simply being overjoyed. According to the American Kennel Club, this phenomenon is completely normal and is one of the most clear signs of pure joy. Some dogs have zoomies when they're overly excited. Others do it to release tension after a stressful situation. It may look funny, but zoomies is also a reminder that dogs don't need a reason to be happy. They just need a little space and a heart light as a feather. If you're laughing because it sounds familiar, keep that smile going, because the next behavior might just shock you and make you want to know why immediately. Some behaviors make us laugh, but there are also things that make dog owners shudder when they first witness them. For example, when you see your dog eating poop. Many people think this is a disgusting or abnormal behavior, but in reality, it's more common than you might think. And the scientific term for it is coprophagia. For puppies, this is sometimes just mimicking the mother's behavior. In nature, mother dogs eat their puppies' feces to keep the den clean and avoid predators. If puppies see this from a young age, they may subconsciously learn to do the same. For adult dogs, things are more complicated. They may eat feces due to boredom, lack of exercise, stress, or even fear of being punished for messing up, so they try to cover their tracks. And the biggest mistake? Scolding them too harshly. That action only makes them hide the behavior deeper, even eating feces because they're afraid of getting caught. What's important is understanding the cause. Is it because they've been left alone too long? Do they get enough playtime? Are they feeling anxious about something? Share with me. Have you ever encountered this situation? And how did you react? Your comment could help many others understand their dogs better. And if you find this behavior unpleasant, the next behavior might make you feel more touched than frustrated. One sunny day, you're working when your dog approaches, holding something in its mouth. Maybe a sock, a slipper, or a tattered toy. It gently places it beside you, then stares at you expectantly. This is no random act. This is a gift. Dogs are territorial creatures. They don't easily share their belongings. So, when they bring you something, it's their way of saying, "I love you. You're special to me." It may be something dirty, something that holds no value to you. But to them, it's a treasure. They may want to invite you to play, seek your attention, or simply show off their prized possession. The next time your dog brings you a pair of old underwear or a worn-out slipper, don't scold them. Instead, smile and understand that you've just received a gift from the heart. Try leaving a comment about the most unique gift your dog has ever brought you. And if you thought that was the only cute behavior, have you ever noticed your dog's sigh? The sigh, soft, almost faint, but it makes us stop and look. My dog occasionally sighs, and I've wondered, is it happy or is it sad? The truth is, a dog's sigh can mean two completely different things. On one hand, it's a signal of contentment. After a satisfying meal, a fun play session, or simply lying next to you, they sigh as if they're completely relaxed. But on the other hand, if they've been begging for food and you didn't respond, or if you've been too busy to play with them, that sigh might mean, well, I guess I'll accept it. It's like a silent expression of emotion. No noise, no complaints, but enough to make us feel a little heartbroken. So, next time you hear your dog sigh, pay attention. Has it had a wonderful day? Or is it waiting for you to pay attention to it? If you've ever heard that sigh, share your story. I believe every dog owner has a moment like that. And the next moment I'm sure you've seen is when your dog sleeps on its back, exposed in the middle of the floor. There was a time I walked into a room and saw my dog lying on its back, legs up, tongue hanging out. I thought it had passed out. But no, it was just sleeping. This position may look funny, but it's actually a smart way to regulate body temperature. Dogs don't sweat like we do. Their thick fur makes it hard for them to release heat, especially on hot days. By lying on their back, they expose their belly, which has less fur, to help cool down their body. They will also find cool spots with airflow to sleep in this position, especially after a day of intense activity. For puppies, this position may appear because they simply fell asleep in the middle of play. No calculations involved, just, I'm too tired, I'll crash right here. No matter the reason, when you see your dog sleeping like this, it's a sign of safety, relaxation, and complete trust. Have you ever taken a picture of your dog's crazy sleeping position? If you have, share it. I'm sure it's the best collection on your phone. And now, the next behavior is one that makes me laugh, but also makes me think about the deep instincts of dogs. Why do they always wait for us outside the bathroom door? Surely, you've seen your dog sitting in one spot and licking its paws continuously, right? At first, you might think they're just taking care of themselves, but if this behavior becomes excessive, it could be hiding a bigger problem. Dogs typically lick their paws as part of their grooming routine, but if they focus on a particular paw or lick too much, it could be a sign of a health issue. It might just be a small injury, a cut, or a blister that you haven't noticed. However, if you don't find any physical issues, excessive paw licking can also be caused by allergies or even parasite infestations. Don't forget, this behavior can also be a sign of boredom or anxiety. Dogs are very intelligent and sensitive animals. When they feel understimulated, lack enough toys, or don't get enough exercise, they might return to this behavior as a way to relieve their emotions. If you notice your dog licking its paws excessively, check their paws carefully. Sometimes it's just a small injury, but if you don't see anything unusual, don't hesitate to take them to the vet to check for any health concerns. This behavior is a warning sign that you cannot ignore. So, we've explored a series of strange but very real behaviors of dogs. What do you think? Is there any behavior that surprised you or intrigued you enough to analyze your own dog's behavior? If you've learned something from this video, don't forget to hit like, leave a comment, and subscribe to catch more interesting videos on dog behavior and care. Thank you for spending time with me, and I'll see you in the next video.